We are streaming. All right. Let's get this out here and then ready to bounce. Can you make sure that it's volume's all tucked
Yes.
shape? And I think we're fine. But let's confirm.
Anything yet?
Oh, sorry, what?
I'm trying to see if the volume's good, but I'm like waiting for me
I don't
to
think
say
he-
something.
Yeah, I don't think either of us have said anything. Oh. All right.
You want to talk about Simmons or save that for?
That could
Friday
be
too?
I think that could be talks in it. I
Okay.
mean, I think it's part of the equation.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Sweet.
And we're up on Instagram as well.
Epic. All right.
It's Joseph McDonald, the first person that pops up in our feed.
Joseph McDonald is?
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
How you guys doing?
Doing pretty well, Chris. Last night was the completed sweep of the Brooklyn Nets. And should I be scared of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving? Come
What
on.
do you, should be
Should I be scared? I mean, you were saying I should have been scared this whole time, Chris. I'm just taking a little victory lap. You told me when they were.
I didn't say they were gonna lose.
You said when Ben Simmons comes back, they're gonna be fine.
I didn't know that is not what I said. I said that you should not want him to come back. That's all I said.
Oh, I
And he
want him
didn't.
to come back. I was waiting for him to step on that court. They were in shambles from the beginning.
The series was a con.
Why was it a
They were
con?
telling us the whole way. They're like, this is gonna be one of the best series of all time. After game one, everyone was still saying that.
It was the intensity in every game was there. They were close pretty much every game, even though it was a sweep. But I just think after that brutal loss in the first game, after that buzzer beater, Brooklyn comes back. I mean, Boston comes back, Brooklyn comes back again, and then the buzzer beater happens. I think it just sucked the energy out of the room. There was just if they couldn't beat it with Kyrie shooting 60%, I mean, I guess you were waiting for that Kevin Durant game, and it almost came in Game 4. They couldn't ever put their pieces together all at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, they just weren't good.
And
like Durant went from being, I'd say, probably best player in the league. I think he is, to not even like a top 10 player. Like Tatum was better than him in that series.
Oh yeah, and this was a massive, massive stain on the Kevin Durant legacy. To a degree that we haven't seen this type of like fall off and immediate like drop off of one player in so long. And I'm sure like he's not going to be he's not washed. I doubt he's done. But this was a scary sight to see for an aging player. Like maybe there's a chance in this world that we look at the Tom Brady's, we look at LeBron's in the world, and we're just assuming that with every athlete, but that's not every athlete, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think there is something to be said about it. It's like you can't just throw superstars onto the floor and
expect
and win
results.
games.
Yeah.
Because I think like Kyrie Irving actually said it. I think he said like we needed more time to mesh, even though he was the one who was sitting out half the games. But like I think given a whole off season, and if they can actually stay on the floor together, which they haven't been able to do, like then they'll be serious contenders. But right now they're just too much of a mess. And I don't know how much of the blame goes on Steve Nash either.
I think that's ridiculous. You got to look at the years that the 2 years that Steve Nash's been coaching this team, just the random bullshit he has to deal with. He has to
Mhm.
deal with first them wanting Harden, and then two weeks later Harden not wanting to be there, and then Kyrie Irving having to play half the games and not playing half the games, and then all the COVID shit happened, and there was no continuity with this team, and we just all expected because it was Kevin Durant, because it was Kyrie Irving, they could put it together in the playoffs, even though neither of them had played together with this team for a whole year. And it makes sense. They were the 1 seed when Kevin Durant was playing, and then they fell to the 7th. They fell to the 7th seed for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I just everyone that's saying like, oh, they were just a 7th seed, like you're crying about them getting swept, or like being cheering that they get swept, but just remember, like, look at the like, even though they fall to the 7th seed, like, look at the team. They're still great, great sweep. I didn't
Well,
expect this.
yeah, that's the same people that said at the beginning of the series, like, oh, the Celtics are an overrated 2 seed.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it's gonna be
Well,
trouble. And then at the end of the series, they can say, oh, well, they beat the 7 seed. Who cares?
and this is like should show you good teams. They want to the whole at the end of the season, like, oh, should they tank for the 3 seed,
Mm-hmm.
try to avoid Brooklyn, or tank for the 4 seed? I think home field advantage matters. And now we get
Mm-hmm.
the Bucks in Game 7 in Boston.
Yeah.
Like that's I would not want that to be in Milwaukee. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a perfect thing that the Celtics did, and they're playing perfect basketball right now. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
I mean, not I hate to say it.
Like
I love to say it.
dangerous.
They do look dangerous, and I think the rest of the league should watch out. There should not have been a sweep. That's all I gotta say. That should not have been a sweep.
No, definitely not. And I don't know who that says more about, honestly.
That is the
Whether
other thing.
it's like kind of like reaffirming that the Celtics are like a serious title contender, maybe the best team in the East, or if it's that this Nets team is as dysfunctional as advertised. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, it'll be
Next
exciting
series.
to see. I want to see how this Celtics team matches up with Giannis. I think Horford is going to have his hands full, and I'm glad that Robert Williams is back. It looks like, I mean, he was playing great basketball in Game 4. He had limited minutes in Game 3. It was necessary for this team, and they're going to need him to guard Giannis. So it's a good setback, and the fact that he literally tore his meniscus like March 27th, like a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know either. I know you guys were all like in shambles.
Yeah, we thought they're going to be out. I thought he's going to be out for the whole playoffs.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's done. The team's not going to be able to go anywhere. And all of a sudden, he's back. So that brings us.
What about Middleton?
What about Middleton? I don't know if he'll be out for. I know he's out for like a month or so. So I don't know.
Oh, he probably won't play then.
I'm guessing he won't be playing.
It's big.
Massive. He's a Celtics killer, like an absolute Celtics killer. So especially at least 2 weeks. So he won't be there for the start of the play because this no matter what, the Bucks series will end within the week, and hell, we might be playing the Bulls. I doubt it. The Bulls are sorry, like really sorry.
They had their one.
Yeah, they had their one, and then they lost by the largest margin at home. No, Jesus. Woof.
Speaking of teams that are sorry, as we speak, the Timberwolves are blowing another fourth quarter lead.
Oh, are they blowing it?
They're being outscored by 12, and now down 1 to Memphis.
That's awful. That's just horrendous. That's a great series so far. 2 very evenly matched teams, and 2 fun young teams to watch. But sadly, we do not have time to cover all the series today because today, Chris, is mock draft day.
So anticipated episode of the year.
I love the mock draft. So here we are. Mock draft is here. Pick number 1. Chris, go first.
This one, I made it immediately, and then I changed it because I looked at the betting odds, and I figured that betting odds are usually right. So mine's Tavon Walker.
This is ridiculous. This is
Are we gonna go like the same picks again?
No.
Or-
I'm
okay.
taking Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay.
Don't lose your minds, people. Are the Jaguars like? What is this intuition that they are going to take the 7th best player on the Georgia defense and pick him the first overall pick? He's a great body type. He had a great season in Georgia, but he didn't have the pass rushing production that everyone says he has. He needs the team that I put him to is I think will be the perfect fit for him. He needs like a strong foundation to be able to build behind, and the Jaguars are the opposite of that. And I'm not saying it's a bad pick. Like I'm not saying you're making a bad mock draft here because there's rumors that apparently he might go number 1.
Have you seen the odds?
What are they like?
It's
Minus
like-
200 now?
Yeah. And
That
it was
is-
Hutchinson this whole spring. It's been Hutchinson.
It like
Now, like just recently, it switched. So I think when there's smoke, there's fire.
I get it's a great argument. It's 100% great. It's all what the reports are saying. It doesn't make any sense to me though. No sense to me. So
No, I don't get it either. And something that like Daniel Jeremiah was saying, he was saying that like Hutchinson is the safe pick. Maybe he's not, doesn't have the most potential, but he's still a great player and
he's ready to
much
go
safer
now.
of a pick. And when you're the Jags, like you can't be missing the number 1 pick.
No, this is what I believe is all this stuff because like we don't have a quarterback number going number 1. So they're trying to the smoke and fire stuff. Remember it was going to be Baker Mayfield for the Browns like the whole time and then all of a sudden actually it was the opposite, wasn't it?
No, it was the Baker rose pretty late.
So maybe
Mac Jones for the Niners was one that was
that was
like,
that was the one where
that was one that didn't work out.
So I just think that with the whole not Kayvon, God, what's his name? Tavon Walker.
Mhm.
That is all. I just think it's because there's not a number 1 pick, so it's like everyone just like, oh, let's throw this guy up there. But I don't know. We'll see on Thursday. But I think Jaguars would make a huge mistake if they don't go.
EFF has him at like 13.
Yeah,
I just scroll.
Pick
him.
I know. All right. What's your number 2 then?
Hutchinson at 2 to the Lions.
See, and that would be if I'm the Lions, I'm jumping for joy if Tavon Walker's picked first, because in my mock they go and they get a tackle, they get another tackle, just beef up the offensive line. Your team's just not ready. I'm taking Akeem, Ikwam,
Icky.
yeah.
I call him Icky.
So Icky, I mean, you could go with either of the 3 tackles. It seems like either one of them are kind of pretty irreplaceable, and I ain't no scout. I don't know which one's better than the other one. So
that's the problem with this spot for the Lions is they have like you probably just get the best lineman, right? And if Hutchinson goes number 1 to the Jags, then you have like 3 edge guys and 3 tackles who
all of the same.
I don't know, they're like all over the place.
they're all like,
and you're stuck at 2. Like you'd almost rather be at 9 and just get whoever's left, so you don't have to.
Or
make
like
a call.
6. 6 would be like perfect.
Yeah.
You can make a choice if you want to, but there's still someone good.
Yeah, actually, in mine, that's I guess no spoilers, but that's the spot.
That's the spot. All right, good to know. So yeah, I'm just taking. Look, if you're the Lions, you don't have a franchise right now, and you got to start just build. Like you got to get it ready for a quarterback. You got to start
They're
the blueprint.
best player available.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yes.
Where it's like they don't have any position that's locked down.
No,
You
and
just take whoever's
yeah.
the best player on the board is.
Yep, I agree. So that's where I was thinking on that one. All right, number 3.
I have Icky at 3. The Texans.
Okay, I have Charles Cross.
Okay, so 2 tackles.
Yeah.
If you're committing to Davis Mills at quarterback, you need protection.
And they need to just like literally just like the Lions. Just booster up your offensive line. You need to get it, whether it's Davis Mills or not, you got to get it ready for a quarterback to be in there and actually make some plays. So don't get fancy with it and get some wide receiver or anything when you don't have anyone protected to throw behind you. So
Yeah. The only thing I'll say about that is that's exactly what we said about the Bengals. Like, why wouldn't they just take Penei Sewell at 5? They took Jamar Chase
yeah,
instead, and then they just went to Super Bowl.
but like we thought that they needed, like they kind of had a more of a complete team than this Texans team is.
Yeah, no, I don't want to make that
Yeah.
comparison. That's not.
No, but I get it. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Because that's usually where my head is at, where it's like you need protection first and then go get your guys.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. It's the opposite of what they did. It worked. But Davis Mills is not Joe Burrow, and there's not a wide receiver in here that's like Jamar Chase.
Agreed. All right, next up, number 4. Who you got? The Jets.
I took Kevon Thibodeau.
Ooh, okay. I like that. I took Derek Stingley out of LSU, the corner. I love Sauce Gardner, but I mean, that freshman year of LSU, he was just like the most dominant freshman in the country. So that's where my thinking was, just try to booster up that defensive backs position, try to get it up there. But I could definitely see Kayvon Thibodeau going up there. They just need some defensive players.
Everything I've seen has Gardner going off the board first. I feel like
I have seen that too. I think that's more of, I don't know if that is more of, off season looking at or what.
Mm-hmm.
I think I kind of like Stingley better. I don't know if that's just a personal thing or not, but.
Gotcha. You don't like Sauce?
I do like Sauce. I just think Stingley's a dog.
Yeah. Well, also like LSU versus Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta look at where they're from.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Thibodeau, I don't know about, because he was like the consensus number 1. I feel like at the start of the year, and now he's like slid, but I think he slid too far.
It's weird. He was like the number 1, but then not the number 1 like halfway through the season, and then like was back to the number 1, and then slowly got off the number 1 again. I don't know. All I've heard about him is that like he's really good, but he doesn't have like that passion that you want in a ball player.
That sounds like a Jet already.
Exactly. He sounds like a perfect Jet. Well, no spoilers, but I have him going number 5. So he sounds like a perfect Giant too.
Sounds like a great Giant.
Sounds like a perfect Giant. All the stars and the fame, but none of the skills to back it up.
Yep.
All right. Well, I already said my number 5. Who you got next?
I have Evan Neal, tackle from Bama. I think he's another perfect Giant. Just keep drafting tackles that suck.
I was just about to say,
just keep bringing.
Haven't we done this before?
Yeah.
I feel like every year
the hole's still there because none of them hit.
That's true.
Flowers, Thomas in the draft, brought in Nate Solder. All of them busts.
So let's try it again.
Hernandez, the center, they all suck. Yeah, just keep trying. It's like the Eagles with receivers.
Yeah, you're right. Just keep trying.
Keep going.
Eventually,
someone's got to be good.
I focused on the defensive side of the ball for the Giants just because I think it's like they're rocking with Daniel Jones, so it's kind of a lost cause anyways. I would just try to booster up that D. But
are these like your favorite picks, or are they?
No, I think it's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I think it's what's gonna happen. But I mean that being said, if there's some more of, I guess, a little bias, but there's some things that there's a thing that's coming up that I just wouldn't do, but I think might happen.
Gotcha.
All right. Next up, Panthers 6.
I have Cross, tackle from.
All right, I have Evan O'Neal.
Okay.
So
I think that makes sense.
They need a lot. They need linemen. No matter who their quarterback's going to be, and if they're sticking with Darnold, they need to protect him. So at least try to protect them, I guess, and I wouldn't worry about. They're still sadly stuck in a rebuilding phase. So yet again, just booster up that offensive line before you find that quarterback.
Teams that need a quarterback are in a tough spot this year.
Yeah, it's really looking bleak for them. Because, I don't know. You think, what, are you going to take Malik Willis here? Kenny Pickett? Seriously?
I think they'd Willis. I've been all into the odds, but Willis has higher odds to go first, but Pickett has higher odds to go at this pick.
At 6?
Like, yeah. So the Panthers, I guess, like him more than they like Willis. So if they take a quarterback, it's probably gonna be Pickett.
Interesting.
Which I could see happening just because I feel like on draft day, so all of a sudden teams will just get
People
like
start
super
sweating.
antsy. Yeah.
I think that would be a mistake. I don't think he's
I do
gonna.
too.
I don't think he's gonna. If he's not going 6, that's the thing. If he's not going 6, I don't see Pickett even going in the first round.
Really?
Yeah, that's. I mean, I have him.
I think that's a great spot for him.
All right, noted. All right. Next up, number 7, I have Sauce Gardner.
Okay.
I have Sauce Gardner. It's again, just boosting that defense. They need to do it some way, one way or another. And apparently they want to get rid of James Bradbury. I don't know why.
None of these picks will hit anyway. So it's like it doesn't matter.
So my question is, they want to get rid of Bradbury, they want to get rid of Slayton, and they want to get rid of Tony. Who the hell did they draft that they like or sign that they like?
I don't know.
This Giants organization has been such a dumpster fire for so long, and I'm not upset.
Yeah, I would say it's a shame, but I really gloat in their failure. Tony was such a ridiculous pick anyway. Like they drafted him because he was fast.
Oh, I know, and it was a reach, and nobody they traded down. It was a reach. Nobody thought it was going to be a good pick, especially they just signed Galladay that same offseason.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make any sense.
They
never do.
And Slayton, what happened to him? Because he had a breakout rookie year. He wasn't supposed to be good, and then nothing, no production.
I don't know.
Untitled Chapter also, all these guys are just they should be good, and they're not. None of them are.
No, they have Saquon. They have Daniel Jones, who's supposed to be the future. They literally have all the weapons.
I think Daniel Jones is going to play there for 10 years.
Just suck every year. Every year it's going to be do just enough to not lose the job.
I can't wait for the conversation of whether or not we should pay Daniel Jones. Because there are going to be people that will just die on the hill of give him the contract, give him a 5-year deal.
You're right.
I'll never understand it.
He's just like Eli. Give him some time.
We can't do any better. That honestly might be the argument. We're so bad at drafting, we might not get someone better.
God, dude, I don't even want the Giants. They had -3 passing yards last year. I really don't want to talk about the Giants. All right, number 8. Who do you have?
I wanted to put Willis here, but I have them taking Garrett Wilson.
I have the Green Bay Packers selecting Drake London.
Interesting.
First of all, if they did this, I would hate it. But I basically so my mindset was the Falcons, they just need more picks. They have way too shitty of a team to pick a wide receiver here. That is I was thinking about it and I was looking at the board and I was like, are they really going to take a wide receiver when they have nothing on their team?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a quarterback. They don't have a line. They don't have
Mariota.
Great.
Patterson and Pitts.
Oh,
that's 3 weapons.
Weapons, yeah. Absolute destruction of an offense. So they traded back to 22 and 28, and the Packers got up to number 8 and selected first wide receiver off the board, Drake London, who I hate. I think he's the next N'Keal Harry.
Yeah, he's too. I don't like big receivers in the draft.
He's big and slow.
He's way too big.
In what world of the NFL has anyone watched this season and go, man, I really want a big and slow receiver?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I really want in this team.
And I can see it.
This is the perfect Green Bay finally did something. They traded up. They got Aaron Rodgers a wide receiver, and then Aaron Rodgers immediately hates him.
Oh yeah,
and the whole drama starts back up again.
It's a catch-22 because they need to draft receivers because they don't have any, but you know that whoever they draft is going to hate. So what do you even do?
Yeah, it's you don't trade Devontae Smith. That's what happens. But I'm going to tell you.
I think the Falcons are dumb, man. I think they do go receiver. I think it could work though.
I think it could work. There's a possibility it could work. I just don't. I think it's a wasted pick. You have so many other holes in this team. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Next
this could be a sneaky spot for someone to trade up for a quarterback.
9.
If we're No, 8.
8? Yeah. If
Right before Seattle.
a
'Cause
team gets
Seattle could
desperate,
be. I don't know. I mean, like, there's just the quarterbacks are not fun.
I think the
Just nothing
quarterback
grasping at
spot is
straws right
that
now.
7th spot actually. You want to get it like if you think about it, the teams if
Or
they're thinking of it,
6.
it's like, hey, I want to try to get ahead of Atlanta, Seattle, and then
Yeah.
that would
The
be the
Giants
2
had 2
quarterbacks.
picks there. That would not be bad
No, that would be a bad trade down at all.
about the trade.
So
Pulled one off last year.
they did. They did
The
pull
first
one off
time in
last
their history they made a move in the
year.
draft.
Really?
No, I mean
Oh,
just
okay.
like a good move.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Next up, number 9. I have Tavon Walker. I think this is a perfect spot for him.
Jeez.
He can work. He can work on his fundamentals with Pete Carroll. Turn into that defensive beast that we think will happen. But it's not going to happen year 1.
There's
Like
no way he goes that far down.
I don't know. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't click the button. That was like some of these bummy ass teams are gonna draft him and just ruin him instantly. That's mainly the reason why. Like this team would not ruin Tavon Walker. So
Why not? Yeah.
that's
I
why.
have Stingley going there.
Okay, I like that too.
They need defense mainly.
They just need to start building something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
defense
I
will
guess
help.
now that I'm thinking about it, like they just cut their best linebacker,
Yeah.
quarterback.
Yeah,
Receiver's the
kinda
only
missing a
position where
lot.
they have set, and like those guys are probably going to be gone anyway. So
That's true.
best player available.
So my number 10 spot, I did another one earlier, and I had this getting traded to the San Francisco 49ers for Deebo Samuels. But this did not happen in this mock. But I
Okay.
did also hear a report right before I hopped on that said if he gets traded, it's probably going to be to number 10 to the Jets.
How is Deebo Samuel going to agree to a trade to the Jets?
Yeah, I was going to want to
How
not
dumb
play.
is he?
Yeah, I agree. I
hope he gets ruined there.
That would be, and he's playing this. He's doing this the exact like this is the opposite of how I like people holding out. Like you can hold out and be respectful, but he's just holding out and just like he's just not giving it a chance whatsoever.
Yeah.
He's not, and I think if the Jets do trade for him, like hell, that's a weapon that can help Zach Wilson and probably would be turned out decently considering I have them taking wide receiver here anyways. But is it worth the 10th overall pick and probably another pick for Deebo Samuels?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Depends on what the other pick is because it's worth 10.
What do you mean?
Like to trade away the 10th pick to get him, that's worth it. So that's why it depends on what the other pick is that they'd have to give up or player.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You think
he's
the
better
10th
than
overall?
anyone that you're going to get at 10.
I mean, I haven't taken Garrett Wilson. He could be better. We don't know.
I guess he could, but
he could be better.
He'll take the surefire guy.
That's true. That's true. I guess taking
that
the
will
surefire
probably
guy
tear his
would be
ACL in training camp.
That would be such a Jets move.
Mm-hmm.
They trade for him. They make him like the highest paid wide receiver like in the world. They tear his ACL immediately.
Yeah.
So
I have him taking perfect Jet number 2 on the list, which is Drake London.
Yep, that is a perfect Jet.
The big slow receiver.
Yeah,
paired with the guy who doesn't care about football.
What a draft class! What a draft class you got, the New York Jets. Poor
And
Jets
they will
fans.
both be busts.
They've gotten so hosed the past 20 years, and now here comes Chris Hagan to hose them one more time.
These guys are like might be the most talented at their position.
I know, but they also could be the biggest bust in their position.
One of them's got to hit. One of them's got to hit.
If they pick both, at least one of them.
Yeah.
So I have Garrett Wilson. I like Garrett. I think both of these Ohio State wide receivers are good. So
Ohio State receivers are good.
I wouldn't be mad with either one of them.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next pick. Chris Olave to the Washington Commanders.
Okay. I wouldn't hate that.
I was like right when I drafted Garrett Wilson, I was like, hey, they would be fine with taking Chris Olave. They would be perfectly fine with it. So
yeah, I think I've heard that Ron likes him too.
There you go. There you go. You just got to try to get someone to take the top off of the defense for Terry. Take the tops off.
Yeah.
Terry's get the route running going, and then you have a 1-2 punch.
Speaking
And
of
then you have
Terry,
Curtis.
I heard the other day that both sides are very excited to start talking contract. So
Love to hear it. Things we love to see.
that was big.
Things we love to see.
I have a guy that I think Ron probably likes even more, which is Kyle Hamilton.
Really? Well, so that makes sense. You guys
6'4" safety.
and you just cut
I mean, no
Landon
Collins
Collins.
anymore. You need it. He
I like that.
loves defense. So I don't know if he's
Would you
there.
Would you be okay with it?
I'd be fine with that. I still trust him.
Yeah,
I
faith is
haven't
still
abandoned trust. The Wentz thing threw me off for sure, but
You're still on the riverboat. That's what I'm
I'm
hearing.
still on the boat. I'm
Alright,
hanging on.
That's good. That's good.
I mean, like, what else am I gonna do?
Yeah, that's fair. What else? Yeah, you got to give hope to someone.
Yeah, but I'd be fine, receiver or Hamilton. I'm fine with either of those.
All right.
I just don't want another linebacker. Like, don't give me another linebacker. See if Davis can be the guy. Just wait.
Yeah, don't give up on Davis. You
In
can't
1
give up
year.
on Shadow.
Yeah.
He's literally Shadow. All right.
Shadow and the weapon.
Number 12.
How could they not be good?
Shadow and the weapon. Yeah, honestly. Number 12. I have George Karl Laftix, the out of Purdue.
Ooh, I have him later. I have another edge, Jermaine Johnson from Florida State.
Okay, I have him later. That might have flipped just
Yeah.
because we were looking at different rankings, but so I don't really know much about this edge class besides the top two guys, and it kind of just seems like a boring Vikings pick. They're kind of in like a weird position. It doesn't seem like they're gonna get anything very exciting no matter who they pick. So
Why would they?
yeah, I don't know. There's zero excitement with this Vikings pick for me.
You don't see if you don't have Hamilton off the board yet. You don't see him there.
I was looking at it, and then I was
that
thinking
could be
about.
an exciting pick.
Don't they have? Do they not still have the white guy that they extended, the safety?
Tyson Smith.
Yeah.
What? I don't know much about how safeties play.
He is 33 years old, so I'm sure he's getting.
So there's
out
two of like.
Yeah, and there is two. All right,
Harrison
maybe Kyle
Smith and Hamilton play on the field.
Yeah,
at the same
Hamilton
time.
might be a better pick there. I mean, I have him going 13 to the Houston Texans, so he didn't fall too far. That was just because look, another one. Just if you can get him there, he seems like that would be like he fell out of the top 10. Hell, just take him because he was supposed to be in the top 10.
Yep, that was John Allen when the Redskins got him at 17, I think. I ended up working out. So,
and again,
like
as
Hamilton,
we
there's
talked about
nothing wrong with. It's just he doesn't fit like any of these teams.
No, yeah, a lot of these teams don't really need it.
That's why I feel like he can at 11 he could be a steal.
Good point. You're making great points for yourself. All right. Well, you didn't. Do you want to talk about? I mean, no, let's skip. I'm just bored of the Vikings.
Where are we at?
We're on Houston.
I have Jordan Davis, the defensive tackle from Georgia.
I like that.
Which is entirely a spite pick because I've seen him go to the Ravens in a bunch of drafts and seems like a guy who would fit perfectly there. So I have him going one pick before.
That would be great. I think that'd be great for him because it's a young team and he kind of needs a little bit of time to develop a little bit. But so I think that'd be a great spot for him to go.
I feel like in this draft, also, you can't go wrong drafting a Georgia defender. That's how good they were.
Yeah, honestly. And I think that safety, he even fell out of the first round in my mock draft just because it wasn't a spot for him. That safety's going to be a steal. His name is like Kine or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't have him in there.
So, what was I going to say? Next up, Baltimore Ravens. I have Trent McDuffie.
Yep, so do I.
They need a corner, and he's the best corner on the board. It just I think like this is the most locked to one that we probably have.
Really?
I think so. I think actually no, the most locked one I have is with the Chargers. But anyways, Trent McDuffie. I think it's the perfect fit.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Eagles. Who you got?
Got to be Jameson Williams, right?
Oh,
I go band receiver again.
And they double up. How many times are they going to draft a goddamn receiver?
I don't know. That's why I love it.
I think
Keep trying.
I
I mean, they
would.
have 2 picks in the top or from like 15 to 18. You might as well. They need another one, right? Like who do they have? They have Devontae. Then what?
I think they have. I mean, and then the Rager bomb.
Sega
Come on now.
Whiteside, the Rager Bomb.
Let me look. I gotta see who else
Who
they have. They
else?
definitely have someone else,
Ertz
don't they?
anymore?
Oh, they have Zach Pat. I mean, he's not good. Greg Ward, not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
They
Quez
didn't sign
Watkins.
anyone.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't
That's
sign anyone.
Watkins.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I was tired of seeing the Eagles draft a wide receiver.
It's like the lock
Spoiler
of the
alert.
year where you just know.
Spoiler
every year
alert,
they're
they're not
taking a receiver.
in mine. They're not. I'm tired of seeing it. So that's what it was.
Oh.
So I have them taking Devon Lloyd. They need a lot. They need
Ooh,
a
okay.
real linebacker. He's fast.
Is that not who you want?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Patriots are gonna do something a little wild soon. It'll be
Sure.
It'll be fun. But yeah, Devon Lloyd, I think it's a perfect fit for the Eagles. They need a linebacker, and I wouldn't waste my time on another bust wide receiver. So that's about it.
Fair.
All right, Saints pick. I have
It's where I have Willis.
Malik.
I think this is the spot.
You think this is the Malik spot?
Because you have Jameis. He's not going to play
Yeah.
year 1 no matter where he goes. You have Jameis for the year. What's his contract look like?
His Jameis? I don't know.
Right?
It's probably what, 2 years, 10 mil, 2 years, 15, something like that.
Yeah, 228.
228. Okay, so he's paying literally 13 a year, pretty much. 14 year.
Get Willis in there. If he's ready year 2, you just dump Jameis. If he's not, you get 2 whole years to develop.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I like it.
The problem is it's not Sean Payton anymore, which if it was Sean Payton, I would really trust it.
Yeah, so you can't pencil in a quarterback to try to develop him.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I like that. I like that pick. I have.
That gives them a year or 2 also to get some receivers in there, get an O-line in there.
I have him getting the O-line now, though. I have him getting Bernard Raymond. You have Jameis. You don't need a draft quarterback. You have 2 picks, and I think I don't know why they traded that second pick last year, because now it looks like they're not taking for a quarterback. So maybe the Malik thing, maybe that is a telling sign that it's going to be Malik, and you might have sniffed that one out. So that would be smart. I was thinking.
I mean, I sniffed out Russ. Right?
Yep, you did get it. We've gotten a couple ones recently, but I'm not any more confident than I am with my next pick, which is number 17, Jordan Davis. I don't know why. I've just been I don't remember if I read a report that they're high on him, or if I said someone. It could have been my dreams, but he's going to the Los Angeles
Wise
Chargers.
dream.
He's going to Los Angeles Chargers. That's all I gotta say.
He has Baltimore Raven written all over him.
I think he fits perfectly in this Chargers defense. He doesn't have to be the man. He's with Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa.
But that's the thing. Like, why would they go D-line?
To bolster it up even more. He could be an Aaron Donald type defender.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
All right. Sorry, I was trying to think of a good D tackle, and the only one that comes to mind.
Name the best one of all time.
And the only one. All right. What are some other good D tackles in this league? I don't know. There's a couple.
Vita Vea.
Great, sure. He could be like, does Via Vitus excite anyone? Not really.
Oh, Deron Payne.
There you go. Deron Payne. This is a Deron Payne for them.
Okay.
And I think it works out perfectly.
I have them taking Trevor Penning, tackle from Northern Iowa.
Okay.
I get a right tackle, like the Bucks did with Wirfs. Then you have you got Slater last year. Now you got the 2 edges set.
Yeah, and you're set for the future with Herbert and the 2 edges. I like that. I think that's a solid pick. All right, my next one
must have much different rankings. Is that the tackle that you said? I don't even have going in the first round.
The PFF stuff, it was a little weird.
Oh, okay.
It was a little weird, I'm not going to lie. But my next pick, Andrew Bluth out of Clemson, going to the Eagles. They double up on D. I don't have him taking a receiver. And they need an actual cornerback at some point in their life, don't they? They need an actual linebacker and an actual corner. And they have Darius Slay, but you can't just have one out there. Get another lockdown corner.
Yes, yeah.
And now your defense, think about it. They come out of this draft with Devin Lloyd and Andrew Bluth, and their two cornerstone pieces that they need on defense are solved.
Yeah. Well, hopefully.
Oh yeah, of course, hopefully, but
Hopefully not.
off, yeah.
But I could see that. This team is so weird to me because they're gonna need a quarterback at some point.
I know.
Like Hurts isn't the guy.
You, as a reasonable man, would think he's not the guy, but
True.
you never know. You never know. Daniel Jones is still
I feel
starting
like
games.
Foles ends up there again at some point.
He just makes his rounds at some point.
He does. He will. If you don't think he ends up in the Eagles again, then you're crazy.
No, I agree.
He'll probably win a playoff game somehow.
win a playoff game. All right.
I have him taking the Purdue edge.
George Karlaftis.
George, yeah. George is easy.
George.
That's another. You need a guy on the D line.
Summer of George. Summer of George. All right.
You can see that in the headlines.
Pick number 19. There's been a call, Chris. The Saints have moved down to pick number 21, and the New England Patriots are up at 19 to select Nakobe Dean.
Oh, Nakobe Dean.
He's like I've slowly. I want Jameson Williams too, but I've slowly fallen in love with just having him on my defense.
Yeah. Why do you need him at 19 instead of 21 though?
Just ensure. I was like thinking about it. And I was like, just make sure no one slides in. I was like, it could be a prime spot. Someone could slide in?
I haven't even. There's like mock drafts that don't even have him going in the first round, which is nuts to me.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It doesn't make sense.
No, that doesn't make sense.
He was the best player on that defense.
And he was everywhere. Every tackle, and with Nakobe Dean touching him somewhere. Mm-hmm. He's just. I need a fast linebacker in my life. Maybe I just got excited. That's why I wanted to trade up. I just needed a fast linebacker in my life. And he's the perfect fit. He's absolutely for the perfect fit.
Yeah.
Basically,
what do you have to give up to move up 2 spots?
2 spots, you give him the 21st, and you give him, I don't know. I think it was a 3rd I gave him.
3rd.
Yeah. Nothing crazy. Or maybe, I think they just got 2 5ths. So maybe give up that and like a, I don't know, 4th next year, something like that. It can't be crazy, right?
Yeah.
No. 2 spots.
All right, I have the Saints sticking and taking Chris Olave.
All right.
So him and Willis in 2 years.
There you go. Get ready for it.
Dangerous.
Well, speaking of Willis, pick number 20.
Oh.
Malik Willis. I've heard
that the hometown boy.
Not the hometown boy. I thought like it was gonna be the hometown boy, but there was so much buzz about Malik and the Steelers. I couldn't ignore it. So I'm guessing you have the hometown boy.
I have the hometown boy.
I'm guessing you have
I think they lose their chance by not trading up. They're not a team either that strikes me as one that will trade up.
No, not at all. I see no other pick besides a quarterback here. They're the perfect team to have a quarterback.
It has to be.
They have Mitch, so they can develop and take a year no matter who they pick, and they will. They're going to do it. Like Mitch will start for them next year, no matter.
You don't think Pickett could beat Mitch out in camp? He's like the most NFL ready of them all.
He would be the most NFL ready. I think then why do you bring in Mitch? If your grand plan, I guess. You're right. Maybe you could beat him out. I don't think you could beat him out week 1 though. That would be my thing. I think Mitch will start the season, which is important for this team. I think, and they don't need another wide receiver. They don't have too many holes besides the offensive line, and they need that QB. They need a QB1.
Yep.
All right.
They kind of lucked out this year in a weird way. Of just having, since the quarterback class isn't super strong, and then sitting at 20,
yeah,
they can just kind of wait for basically the top guy to fall to them.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
how
if
it
the
turned out in
class isn't
mine.
strong, then the top guy might not be very good, but
That's fair.
it could be getting lucky.
It could,
See.
and with all these classes where like, oh, this guy isn't good or this guy isn't good, they don't like. I don't know. One of them will be good. It's not like all of them can be bad. There has to be someone in this draft class that can be good, right?
Yes. It's gonna be someone who we're not even thinking about, I bet.
Oh, he'll come at pick 32. Don't worry.
Who's the guy from
He'll come at pick 32. Don't worry. I already know.
You have someone at 32 too?
Interesting. We might have the same one at 32 then.
Probably. But
All right.
mine's more interesting, I think.
Who you got coming at for the Pats? Who you got for me?
I have Devin Lloyd.
All right. I wouldn't mind it. Again, I don't think after the Parker trade, after trying to do something, I guess in free agent, not really, but I guess just after the Parker trade, pretty much. I don't think they're going wide receiver here. Don't think it'd be worth it. I think it would be, especially you're getting, at this point, you're just getting the leftovers. You're getting, like, especially in your mock draft, you're getting Treylon Burks, you're getting George Pickens, crap like that. And and I like Treylon Burks. He's a fine player. I just, if Williams is not on the board, which I guess he is in mine, but Nakobe Dean was still on the board.
Yeah, he fell far for you.
He did, and he goes here to the Saints. So I guess look, this could have very easily been Nakobe Dean at 21. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I guess I
got excited.
Yeah, I got excited. So yeah, now I have Jameson Williams going here. You're right. They have to take a receiver with one of these picks because they have no one besides Slant Boy, and no matter who their QB is going to be, they need someone besides Slant Boy. Which he's back, right?
Agreed.
He'll be back.
I think so. Whatever happened to him last year? He never came back, right?
No, he never did. I don't remember what he was. It like a? I thought I don't remember even what he hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. He's Ben Simmons.
He's Ben Simmons. He'll never come back.
Yeah.
There's a chance Ben Simmons never plays basketball again. It's very possible.
And still makes like 5 years worth of an NBA contract. But
that's sitting on the bench. That's a conversation.
That's another story.
All right. I have pick 22. It's the Atlanta Falcons, remember. And
okay, that's right.
They're taking Tyler Linderbaum to help out their offensive line.
There you go. That's a good pick.
Thank you.
I still have the Packers. I have them going receiver with Burks.
I like that. They could very easily. This would be, I think, more of a smart move than trading up for Drake London. Mm-hmm. So I actually like that. I think that's a better fit, honestly. Mm-hmm. And I think he could work well. He's fast, tall, and he hunts wild boar. So let's get him in Green Bay.
Seems like another one where it's like the Packers, this receiver class is so deep that you might as well just wait till 22 to get a guy. Or even 28. Yeah. They have the 2 picks.
I get
when was the last time the Packers picked twice in the first round?
No idea.
Forever.
No idea. It feels like they always trade back too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Speaking of Treylon Burks, number 23.
Really?
Yeah. I've heard a lot of buzz about it. I don't know why. I just heard a lot of buzz about it. It seems like
I think this is where I stopped looking for like buzz and stuff, and I just went with my gut.
This is like I've been seeing this for a while, and he fell to him, and it's like basically what I heard is like if they fall to him, they're gonna try to take him.
Gotcha.
So
I have them taking Andrew Booth, the corner.
Okay, I like that too. I think he's kind of getting slept on. Like
really?
I don't know. He played pretty well ball in Clemson. I mean, he didn't let South Carolina score a point. That wasn't all on him, but that was
yeah, I don't think that much.
Oh, yeah, funny. But I think he's a really good corner, and with this weak class, like after the first two, I feel like people are sleeping on McDuffie and Booth, just because they're not Sauce Gardner and Derek Stingley.
Right.
So
yeah, that's fair.
That's good. That's a good pick for the Cardinals. Number 24, I have Devon Wyatt out of Georgia. pick a Georgia player, and
Yeah.
you'd be
Close
you'd
your
be set on
eyes.
defense. Yeah, close your eyes, throw a dart at the Georgia board.
Yep. I've been going O-line with Linderbaum. I think
Okay.
that like feared line has fallen apart over the last couple years.
Mhm.
So I think, and Jerry Jones loves offense.
Yeah,
So
that's a good pick. I think
I get that because
that's a
they need
Cowboys
like
pick too.
they need real Zeke back.
They do, and they need Dak to be protected too.
Mhm.
So that's a great Cowboys pick.
He looks like a cowboy already too.
He kind of does. At
Like
Iowa
white guy
too.
named Linderbaum.
Yeah, he sounds like a cowboy.
He's a Dallas Cowboy.
I agree. I have number 25, George Pickens, coming out of Georgia, and just get another Georgia receiver. And I think all three of them are good.
Okay.
And the Bills need a receiver. They need a second one. I don't know why. Like, they also just don't have a lot of needs. So you have this is kind of not a luxury pick, but a pick that you can kind of go whatever position you want. And
Yeah, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, and they just need that second. They have sort of like they just have a bad second guy. They just need a better second guy.
Yeah, that's fair. I just had him going with Wyatt.
Yeah, get another
D-line.
defensive
They
lineman.
already have a good D-line, but they could use help in the middle, I guess.
I just didn't like them. Are they gonna spend 2 drafts in a row, their top 2 picks on D linemen? Is that their plan?
I mean, the Redskins did it 7 years in a row, so.
That's fair. That's fair.
Who's the guy they got the DN last year?
They got at the end of the
what's
first
the
round.
guy's name?
Fell. He was from Miami, or not Miami. Maybe he was from Florida. I don't know. Let me look it up.
I can't remember.
All right. Anyways, while I look it up, let's move on.
Rousseau.
What'd you say?
Greg Rousseau.
Greg Rousseau.
Mhm.
Who's that again?
Miami, you're right.
Oh, Greg Rousseau. Yeah. I was like, okay. I thought that was your next pick. I was like, I could have sworn
no.
that was the guy out of Miami.
No. Next pick, I have Kenyon Green, the guard.
Kenyon Green. I don't even think I've heard of him. I have Zion Johnson out of a guard.
Okay.
Guard out of Boston College.
I have Zion Johnson going next to the Bucks.
Oh, okay. I have.
Most boring spot in the first round, 2 guards.
Yep. And Titans are. I have no idea what the Titans are doing.
I don't know.
They're stuck with Tannehill.
I wanted to give them an exciting pick, but I didn't.
You can't.
Figure they're just not exciting enough.
No, and they need to help out their offensive line, so they have to take a lineman here. And poor guy, they're freaking stuck with Tannehill because you paid him all that money. Like, I know the market is not set this way, and when the guy's a free agent, that's when you got to pay him. But it's after 1 year of good production. Let's just pump the brakes.
You're right. Yeah.
Let's
franchise tag, maybe.
Yeah, and because now they're definitely regretting that contract. And
he's not getting that contract after that playoff game.
No chance.
No way.
And you can't draft a quarterback here because it's just you're reaching and there's no point. And
I've seen them go quarterback in a mock. Didn't take Ritter.
That's terrible. That's awful. And what you get another wide receiver? Like, why? I don't know. Just boost the offensive line, Titans. It's the best.
Yeah, I guess.
And 27, I have Tyler Smith out of Tulsa. More of a run block. And actually, no, this was not. That's Trevor Penn.
What is he?
He is a tackle out of Tulsa, but he can play guard. So they said that most likely he's going to switch to guard. And if the Bucks draft him here, he would be playing guard.
Mm-hmm. That's why I had him going guard as well.
Yep. The guards, all of these guards every year and tackles, they're all interchangeable for me. Unless there's Penny Swell.
Well, yeah, because you don't know what you're looking at.
No, yeah, exactly. All right, number 28.
I have gut feelings with receivers and.
Yeah, and because I can watch them ball, I can see exactly what they're doing. But I'm not gonna watch. I'm not watching film on them.
Yeah.
All right, next up. I have the Falcons. Who do you have the Green Bay Packers?
I have the Packers still. Oye Mafe.
Oh, okay. The edge out of Penn State?
Minnesota.
Oh, him. Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Did he not? Is that the guy who tore his ACL?
have no idea.
All right.
I don't know. My knowledge is rapidly deteriorating as
No, that's how it always
into
is.
this
Yes.
draft.
Once you get past 15, you're just throwing shit at the wall.
Yeah.
Seeing what sticks.
I don't see anything about his ACL.
Well, I know some Michigan guy tore his ACL, so that's why. All right. I have the Falcons here, and I have them taking Khair Elam out of Florida, the corner. Just again, boosted that defense a little bit, or not again. They took the offensive lineman. My bad. But you take some defense here. You already have the guy out of Clemson that had an all-star year, AJ Terrell on one side, and now you get Elam, gets 2 shutdown corners. Your secondary is looking good. So
makes sense to me.
All right, glad it does.
Here's where it gets a little more fun again with the Chiefs.
All right, I think this is very fun for me.
Jahan Dotson, Penn State.
Dotson.
If you've seen Jahan Dotson play before, which I have seen him terrorize my team, like this guy can ball.
Jawan Johnson? No,
Jahan.
How do you spell his name?
Jahan, and then Dotson.
Got it. Yeah, sleeper pick. I like it. This is fun.
Mm-hmm.
This makes it cool. I mean, I've never seen any film on him, but I'm gonna trust you.
I mean, they need somebody to replace Tyreek Hill, right?
Oh, they'll get someone. Just give me a.
They'll get someone. You put him on the Chiefs, and he'll be fast. You know that.
Look. This is you're gonna be. This is a good. I like these 2 picks that happen for the Chiefs. So they get Jermaine Johnson, who fell in the draft.
Oh yeah, he fell.
He fell big time. So they get the edge rush, and then back-to-back picks. Only they trade that one for Deebo Samuels.
Really?
Number 30 for Deebo. I mean, that's the right price right there. It's not number 10. It's number 30. That's a great price for Deebo.
Yeah. What else do you have to give up there, though?
You give up the first. You give up, I don't know, a third, a fifth. They got a bunch of picks from those Dolphins. They have picks to spare.
Yes, yeah.
So, and this
problem.
team is not. There's not a lot of holes. So if you can trade one of those first round picks for Deebo, that's an easy price to pay if you're the Chiefs.
Yes, yeah. I just don't see him getting moved, like from the 49ers standpoint.
That's how it probably most realistically will go down. But if anyone's to do it, they have to, and we've seen them trade first round picks for players before with Orlando Brown Jr. last year.
True.
And that's how they want to fix their team. So they're worth it giving up for them.
It's not like they have time to wait for guys either to develop.
Nor do they have the guys. Yeah, they don't have the time and they don't have the money. So, and I guess maybe that would be an issue is that they'd have to extend Deebo. But I'm sure Deebo would be perfectly fine playing with Patrick Mahomes for 1 year before his new contract kicks in.
Yeah, you would think.
You would think. But then he also almost made it to a Super Bowl and has been in the Super Bowl, and also wants to leave that team. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking Dax Hill.
That's who I have the Niners
from Michigan. Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's a maybe not a win-win because I'm sure Daxton Hill will not be as good as whatever Deebo turns out to be, but I think it's a good pick for the Niners here, and it's if Deebo really wants out and he's not playing for you, I'd take the 30th pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess so.
All right, 31, Trevor Penning.
Okay. Makes sense. I have Nakobe Dean.
You have Nakobe. Totally forgot he hasn't even been drafted yet.
I had him almost not in there, and I was like, all right, he's got to go somewhere.
That's a great spot. If the Bengals can get him there, that would just take their defense to a whole nother level.
Yeah, which they need.
I like that a lot. All right, this is the fun part. We both know we have a QB here. Is it the same one? Out of Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Mr. Desmond Ridder.
Oh, wait a minute. Because I don't think we have him going on the same team.
Oh! I have going to the Detroit Lions.
I have the Atlanta Falcons sneaking in at the end of the first round and nabbing him.
The old Lamar
Jackson. They sit there and they're waiting. And they say, okay, let's go get him now.
So what do they give up for it? What's the 32 pick worth?
32. I mean, they have what's their second round pick?
It'll be the second round pick 8.
8. Okay. So 43 and I don't know, 4th,
Yeah, I think they get to
maybe
done.
3rd.
Maybe a 3rd.
8 spots.
Depends. They have like a comp pick on
Yeah.
the 3rd they can give up. That would be
Possibly.
I think that'd be worth.
They have no, they don't. They have 58. Wait. No. Yeah. This is just pick numbers, not round numbers.
That's the worst. It's like you can't
Yeah,
really
come
tell
on.
based off the pick
58,
numbers.
74, 82. Now I have to do math.
Wait, what's the second one?
3 times 3.
The second round
The second
pick's
one
what,
is
40?
43.
All right, 43 and
It's a second round pick.
72 should work. Or what did
Okay.
they have? 73?
74.
There you go. That should work.
We'll do that.
I like that.
That's done.
I think it gets it done. Why would I mean, my only question is, wouldn't the Lions want a quarterback too?
Yes.
I guess they have more of a better
I don't
bridge
know.
gap quarterback than the Falcons do. I do like whatever this pick is to be a quarterback because this is such a, as we talked about, this is such a like nonchalant class that all the quarterbacks have been thrown in all sorts of different directions. So
Mhm.
you throw a dart at the wall, no matter what quarterback sticks, you get the 5th-year option. That's the main key. It's like
Right.
if he does turn out well, if we develop him for a year, whether we send him out right away, no matter what you do with him, you're gonna have that 5th year. So you have him locked up for a good guaranteed 5 years before. Whether he's good, you can pay for him. Whether he's bad, you can just decline the 5th year. Just call it a day.
Mhm.
So I love a quarterback going at 32. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, that does it, right?
Does it?
That So
There's
you have
no
Debo going to
corral?
nowhere.
No,
No,
I don't.
no corral.
I don't. Why would I don't know why the Niners would trade him.
No, as we talked about when we first started talking about it, there would be. Oh, we have a Chiefs fan
I
in
was
the
about to
comments.
say.
We have a Chiefs fan in the comments. If we trade for Debo, I'm gonna be pissed. Texting you about this. Don't need another gadget guy, especially if he doesn't want to carry the ball. I agree. If he doesn't want to carry the ball, it's pointless to have Debo Samuels on your team if he doesn't want to carry the ball. And I think that is going to be as we talked about when his first trade rumors came out. That's going to be a major problem for his contract if he doesn't want to carry the ball. But I wouldn't be pissed if I were you. I wouldn't be that mad. I would not be
I wouldn't
that
be
mad.
pissed at all.
What would you rather? I don't know. Would you rather have the guy? I mean, I guess
Jahan Dotson? Yes.
Yeah, get him.
Yes. I take Jahan Dotson. Although I think it's just
I'm
me
looking at a
watching
picture.
Penn State play my team and they just smoke them. Because I did
You
the
know-
same thing with KJ Hamler like 2 years ago.
Well,
I thought that
I'm
he was
looking
gonna
at
be
a
next
thing.
great.
I'm looking at like pictures of Jahan Johnson, and under like the little caption, Jahan Johnson 3 touchdowns, led Penn State over
Against
Maryland.
Yeah, 31-14.
Yep,
I remember it vividly. There was one like 90-yard touchdown too.
that's brutal.
It was horrible.
That's absolutely brutal. The Penn State all whites are clean.
Mm.
I know you probably don't like them. I think
Sweaty.
any all white uniform is clean. The stormtrooper look.
Yeah, well, not them.
Fair. I'm sorry for even saying that. I apologize. All right, that does it.
I'm saying that's cool uniforms too.
Liked? Would you
Like
say
the orange?
Nah, fuck you. The orange is it's not as bad as Tennessee orange. I don't
Really?
mind Tennessee as a program. I think I'm like whatever, but I'm not a fan of their orange. Even going
Yeah.
there, I wasn't a fan of their orange. All right, that does it for the first round. What'd you have? You have any trades?
Just the last one.
Oh yeah, just the last one, just the Falcons.
I don't like.
I don't know. I got a
see it.
little trade happy. I just like the idea of just trading.
Yeah,
around.
I know.
So
I wanted to put more in. I did last year. I made it exciting, but
it makes
it's
it
a
fun.
boring draft.
It is a boring draft. Like these first 5 picks. I mean, until the first 3 picks, if Hutchinson goes first, and then I guess the only interesting thing is see who takes Tavon Walker.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that would be the only interesting part. But it's all right. We still love the draft anyways. All these some of these players have to be good, right? So you can't be all bust. That would be what if like the whole first round, not a single one was good.
That's happened in the NBA before.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
Not all of them, but like Otto
one was
Porter's
good.
draft.
Yeah.
Like Anthony Bennett, Oladipo, Porter,
What a
Kid
great,
Gilchrist.
an absolute stunning draft. All right, well, speaking of NBA drafts, I'm much more excited about that one. That one will be very interesting to talk about. All right.
Grizzlies won, by the way.
Grizzlies won. Good comeback. Good comeback.
Blew a 13-point lead.
That's Minnesota basketball for you. All right, let's do college corner real quick and wrap things up. I am in finals week. Every finals week, I think to myself, why do they do this to us? They make us master 5 subjects within a week and expect us to
have a whole semester.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I get it, but they make you like do they not know how kids study for tests? They know they like completely stress out about one and then move on to the other one.
Yeah.
So having a test today and a test tomorrow and a test Thursday completely blows.
Bummer.
It blows.
Yeah.
And so now I have to remember all the physics formulas and Espanol at the same time, and it's not possible.
That sounds like it's on you for taking Spanish as a second-year sophomore.
I tried to get it out of the way. It should have been done by now. I should have been done Spanish by now. But the first semester, they didn't let me take it because all the classes were filled. And then second year, I got it. Third semester, again, all the classes were filled. And then this semester, I wasn't even supposed to take it because all the classes were filled. And then they email me halfway through the winter break and go, you can take one at 8:30. And I'm like, oh, great. Now I got to learn Espanol at 8:30. So
did you?
Yeah, I did it. Okay. Now I had to, or else I'd have to take Spanish.
Did you learn it? I know you took the class. Did you learn it?
I learned more than I've ever learned in Spanish before.
That's good.
But considering my freshman year, it was the semester online. I didn't have a teacher. Mm-hmm. I didn't even meet and instruct with it. How am I supposed to learn a foreign language without a teacher? And
Spanish.
Spanish. They were making me speak Swahili on the computer. Like it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So there you have it. Finals week blows every year, every single year. And sure, you're supposed to like learn all semester, but that doesn't mean you could take a test on it and completely pass without having to study for weeks upon end.
That's fair.
It's the worst.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
It's all right. We play Bama on Friday in baseball, and I'm going. So that'll be
fun. I'm just waiting on Antoine Davis to make his call, and I don't know when it's gonna be because we're down to top 5.
GG Jackson's tomorrow.
Oh really?
I've never cared about a high schooler more in my life.
He's not coming.
No, he's not. He's not. I'm not gonna even get my hopes up. He's going to UNC or Duke.
Who's in the top 5?
I think we're in it. I think we're in the top 5. But I think he hasn't made like a post. I don't think about
G League, UMass,
South Carolina,
Duke, Auburn, Georgetown. Yeah, you're fucked.
You know what blows too? If we had Frank Martin, he would have come.
Yeah.
But even though
you wanted him out,
I wanted him. I said on record, I wanted him out unless it cost GG Jackson. And
okay.
So.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, we'll listen to these.
Whatever. We'll just suck at basketball anyways. Whatever.
The 5 that we're competing with is BYU, Georgetown, Kansas State, and Detroit, which is where he transferred from. So
it's looking.
Apparently he tweeted though that the Kansas State visit was the best visit.
Oh no.
He said that.
He said it?
Yeah. He said, like, all love Manhattan. That's the best visit I've been on.
Uh-oh.
So, like, I don't know why he would say that.
And then not commit.
If he's not going there?
Yeah, that's rough.
I don't know. College kids are weird.
College kids are weird.
He also posted the top 4 thing with 4 pictures of the teams. BYU wasn't in it, and he just said, my top schools. BYU is also included in this, even though they're not in the picture. So
He's got lazy. He couldn't fit it in.
I don't. I doubt he's going to BYU.
If I'm a BYU fan, I'm like, yeah, what the hell? What a dick.
Yeah. He also retweeted like a video from Kansas State and said, "Loving it already" with a purple heart.
Yeah, you're screwed.
So why didn't he just commit?
Yeah, you're definitely fucked.
I don't know.
So we got a former Big Ten guard, Chris. What's his name? His name is
H.E.?
Mitchie Johnson. Yeah, he is nephews to LeBron James.
Yeah, there you go.
But well, apparently that's what I've heard. I don't know if that's actually true or not. Let me confirm on that one. That's maybe something I should probably confirm before I say on the podcast. But anyways, I think he definitely is, because if you put in related to, considers like an uncle. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't count. That makes no sense. So he knows LeBron. If I met LeBron, I'd call him an uncle. Like, what the hell?
I guess
Uncle Bron. What's up,
Uncle
Bron?
Bron.
How's it going? So no way. He 1.2 points a game. He sounds like a stud.
It said he played starter minutes in the Big Ten.
Now he
played but wasn't good.
Yeah, he averaged 4 points.
Because if he actually if he was actually scoring, then they would put in his stat line.
Well, that's great. I'm glad we got another nobody. And we're not getting GG. It's no hope for this basketball team. So, calling it. Whatever. All right.
Year 0.
Year 0. That's all that matters. All right. I think that calls it. I think that's it.
Yep.
Thank you guys for listening to the mock draft. We will see everybody Friday. So no podcast tomorrow.